Stephanie Bain, I have a books. I'm a book. There's so many books. Hello everyone, Stephanie here. I'm so sorry this video is going to play. I was supposed to film and edit and upload yesterday, which was Thursday, but you know, I'm gonna share this with you because I think it's like really fucked up and funny. You know, I went to the gym yesterday. I did some cleaning. I got really hot, obviously. I was doing cardio. I sweat. I was doing stuff in the house. I sweat. I'm getting warm right now just thinking about it. And I freaking got horrible heat rush. You know what sucks? I'm literally allergic to the heat and I live in South Florida where it's been 80 to something degrees, almost 90, all winter long. I'm not looking forward to the summer. Stay hydrated, people, and exfoliate your skin as much as possible and take cold showers. If you're allergic to the heat, that's what pretty much works out for me. Yes, I drink out of a gallon because gotta stay on top of that water intake. Today's video is going to be my wrap up for February. I read 4 books, almost 5. That's all. I was really chilling. I enjoyed everything I read this month, and I will do my TBR separate, but I'll upload it after this just in case you want to only see my TBR. That video will also be up tonight because it's going up super late tonight. And then if you only want to watch my wrap up, that's all you gotta watch. So let's start off with what I first read. The first book I picked up this month was Stolen Beauty by, I forgot her name, Lori Lico Albanese. I was sent this book in exchange for an honest review. I'll link my review down below, but this was a story that followed 2 main characters. You have Maria during the World War II, where the Nazis taking over in Vienna. What's it called? The other word? Austria. There you go. And then you have Adele, Maria's aunt, and it's following her for a longer period of time. It kind of, you know, you see more of Adele's life. It was beautiful. It had so many like different aspects to the story. There's sexual awakening. I mean, imagine this is back in the day. So it had like that. It had the love of art and just so many things. I adored this book. First off, I also really enjoy this cover. I do go more into the book and whatnot in my review, again, down below. But I really enjoyed it, and I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I listened to Yo-Yo Ma the whole way through as I was reading this, and it was perfection. Utter perfection. King's Cage by Victoria A. Biard. This is the 3rd book in the Red Queen series. This book was just... I did do a book talk for this. I loved it. Well, it's like non-spoiler in the beginning of the review, and then the rest is like book talking it and whatnot. I'll link that down below as well. It's just so good. I loved it so much. I love the characters and their growth in this book. There was just some times where I was just like, yes. Her growth as a writer, 3 books in, like seriously, Victoria A. Biard's writing, I've always liked since the 1st book, but it's just top notch in this one, and I just see her getting better. But I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing, and I honestly can't wait to reread this series already. Like, I think I want to reread it before the next book comes out, which I hope is not the last book. I hope there's like 2 more books. After that, I read another new release, and that was The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro. I didn't book talk this because this is one of those books, like I didn't review or anything, because I feel like this is just one of those things where I was just so absorbed. I didn't make notes. I read and just took everything in. This book was so good. It just reminded me why I love Charlotte and Jamie Watson, like Charlotte Holmes, Jamie Watson, so much. I adored it. There was times where I got emotional. There was just things that happened. If you don't know what this is about, because I know Red Queen is more known, you have at least heard about it, but if you don't know what the Holmes, Charlotte Holmes thing is about, it starts off with a study in Charlotte, which I have a review for this, so I'll link it down below. I think there's a no spoiler section. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. But this follows Charlotte Holmes and Jamie Watson, who are the great-great-great-grandchildren of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And Jamie ends up going to Connecticut to Sherringford Academy, and there he finds out that there's a Holmes, and then things start happening. But someone is framing Charlotte and Jamie for a murder by reenacting old Sherlock Holmes cases. Like, you know, Sherlock Holmes was real. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was just like Watson's, you know, how do you call that? Like pen name and whatnot. I love the characters' relationship. I love the shit that goes down. I love that this book goes there in terms of, like, in the first book, it acknowledges the fact that, you know, like, Sherlock Holmes has a drug problem. Charlotte has a drug problem. And I love that. I love that Brittany didn't stray away from that. And I just feel like this book continued with its amazingness. It's so well written. The plotting is so good. These are fast-paced books that you don't want to go by fast. Like, I just want to take my time and read it. But I adored it. 2 pieces, 5 out of 5 stars. And oh my god, it was just so good. I need the 3rd book. But I don't, because it's a trilogy. And then it's done. Homegirl picked up a classic, guys. Like, I actually picked up a classic. I am so surprised. Well, it's not going to be that surprising. I read A Study in I was going to say Charlotte, and it's upside down. A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sometimes I forget his name, and I don't know why. I read it. I read a classic. I had bought these when I went to Texas to visit my best friend in Kaboom Books, I think is what it's called. And I'm so excited. It was so good. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I love the story. I love the way it's written. I love the fact that Clue is spelled C-L-E-W in here. Like, what the heck? That's really awesome. It's totally random, but I find that kind of shit fascinating because it's like, why did we change it if that's how they wrote it? I don't know. But I loved it. This is just literally the beginning of Sherlock Holmes. This is when Watson is looking for a roommate. So he runs into an old pal of his and he tells him, oh, I'm just looking for a place to go. And his pal's like, that's the 2nd time I heard this today. Introduces him to Sherlock. They end up sharing. And Watson just kind of tags along to see Sherlock in action. Discovering mysteries. It's so cool. Like, the things that happened in the time that this was written, like, I don't know. I really loved it. There's a scenario change partway through, and I thought that was really cool. You get a lot of backstory. It was amazing, and it's on my favorite shelf now with my ginormous bind up. Honestly, I started reading it. This book is really uncomfortable to read. Yes, I know they're for free. But I can't read Kindles all the time, like ebooks all the time, because it fucks up my eyes. I have, like, sensitive everything, okay? Then I started reading The Mortar by Samantha Shannon. I got 38 pages in. It's amazing, don't get me wrong. And I want to keep reading it. Don't get me wrong. But I stopped reading it because I'm leaving to Australia on the 22nd of this month. And I don't want to read such a big book and then read another big book. I haven't been reading as much lately. Like, I'm still reading. And I still very much want to read. But I've been chilling, kind of just hanging out. So I'm just like, I'll start you when I get back. I think it's just the smarter thing for me to do. I read almost more than halfway of the 3rd book to the 100 by Cass Morgan. This is Homecoming. With the show being back on, like, I have this thing with 100. It's literally my absolute favorite show of all time. Like, along with Dexter and Outlander. Those are my favorite shows. Excuse me. Nothing gets past those shows. But, like, it's not enough. Like, 40-something minutes every week. It's not enough. I need more. So I was like, let me start reading the book. Is it as good? Hell no. This is nowhere near as good as the freaking show. But I like it because if you guys didn't know, Bellarke is a thing. Bellamy and Clark are an actual thing. And it's really interesting to see the character changes. Like, I like Wells more in the book than I liked him in the show. Like, certain things like that. But there's a lot of characters that are not here. And characters that you love in the show that are not like that in here. So, I'm really enjoying it. It is what it is. But I said I wanted to catch up, so I will be finishing this. That is my wrap up for February. And I'm going to go fill my TBR right now. So let me know what you guys read in the month of February. Did you read any of the same books, or have you read these previously? Do you have the same thoughts? Comment down below. And I'll see you in a few minutes if you go watch my TBR in my TBR. I don't know what the heck I'm even doing. I don't know how I have so much energy. I feel so sleepy right now. I'll see you. Bye.